Hello there, Ricky Tang here. You find me on this ride on the BMW C400X. A scooter, yes, a scooter. I have basically the run pretty much of any demo bike that Motorrad has to offer, including the S1000RR and an R18. I don't think I'll get many nods today on this ride, but I didn't want to shoot my load too early and, you know, immediately start riding the best they've got. And so I'm riding something a bit more modest. And besides, if you visit my channel, you'll find that the most popular test video that I've done so far is for a Vespa GTS 300. That's got the most views. Now, that was not my intention. I am not a scooter expert in any way, but that's what's happened. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to take another scooter out. Well, this is cool. So, yeah, second ever scooter in recent years that I've ridden. I did have a good laugh on that Vespa, but at the time I felt, although I enjoyed the Vespa, I wanted something a bit more substantial. Well, this fits the bill for certain. It is more substantial. In fact, I think it's about 202 kilos wet. Not a lightweight. I do know basically that the engine is hanging off the swing arm. And that does give, for me, a bit of a strange sensation when you go over bumps. It does feel like the back wheel weighs a lot. It kind of goes over a bump and then comes back down really fast. But that's scooter life, I guess. Scooterists are used to that sort of thing. Let's go. It doesn't take long to get up to speed. Oh, 60, let's go. That's quite a comfortable ride so far. I think as long as the road's not too bumpy. To get that back end kind of swinging up and down, if that's not happening, then it feels pretty decent. And when you wind the throttle on as well from a near standstill or a standstill, the first 20 miles an hour, it gets those done real fast. No way. No way. I've got a heated seat on this bike. At least I got a button for it. I presume if I got the button, I've got the option. And that's almost certainly optional on this model. Oh, I've got a rev counter. Look at that. Nice. I've got my phone Bluetooth connected to the scooter, so the plan is to go out there somewhere, get a bit lost, and get the navigation to guide me back to the bike shop, back to Motorrad. I'm not sure if the screen's adjustable. It kind of looks like it isn't. I am getting a little bit of fluttering wind blast on my face, basically. If it's not adjustable, that's a shame. Now, one thing I dislike a little bit, but it's probably quite common for big engined scooters, it's just as you pull away slowly, there's a bit of vibration there from the engine. It doesn't last long. It's just when you're just setting off. Feet, by the way, is a fairly low seat height here on the screen, but because it's quite a wide seat, I'm not flat footing it with my 32-inch inside leg. The balls on my feet are quite comfortably down, but can't get the heels down. Not easily anyway. Oh, Nationals. Can you see this Mini behind me? It's been up my chuff for the last mile or two. I'm about to give this throttle a bloody big one. Let's go. See ya, sucker. Don't go too fast. Wow. We're up to 60-ish and it's still pulling. And the Mini's back up my arse again. Oh, here we go again. Say goodbye to the Mini. Woo! Let's go. Woof. All the best. Yeah, this gets you up to single carriageway speeds in no time, and by extension it'll be no trouble getting up to speed on a dual carriageway or a motorway if you had to. It's impressive. That Mini's back again. Bloody fancies me, she does. What I'm finding is when I go for bumps, I think I might be heading downhill a little bit. Whoa, that was a big one. Didn't even see that one coming. My fault, because I'm too close to the vehicle in front. But anyway, going over a bump, I seem to be pushed forward along the seat. The seat is it's a bit slidey. It's just doing a really good job in terms of the performance. It's a CVT transmission, and when you wind it on at higher speeds, there's not much of a sensation of torque in the engine, but it still accelerates pretty keenly. It only feels grunty in the first like 10 or 20 miles an hour. Well, maybe up to 30. Now you've got big footboards to rest on, which is very nice. I think the passenger gets foot pegs, and they get a big bloody seat. I've not done any of the Honda DCT bikes, you know, the automatics. But it is nice not to have to worry about a clutch or changing gear sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm putting the sat nav, the turn-by-turn, through its paces. I'm a little bit concerned though, because I'm charging my phone at the same time for a power bank. Because unfortunately this bike doesn't come with the USB outlet for charging anything. It has got the DIN socket inside that right-hand cubby hole there. It's got the DIN connector. So if I had one of those with me, with a USB output, like I've actually got on my R1250, that'd be quite good. You could have a couple of outputs in there. Bike's not starting. It's not starting. Is the seat not down? Oh. Wow. Side stand was down. It wasn't telling me. I don't think I missed anything, but I didn't get a warning that the side stand was down. It just wasn't starting. Now here's a here's the thing I'm not very comfortable with, and that's getting my leg over this bike, in a manner of speaking. Sorted. With a motorbike, I tend to swing over the back, but there's way too much going on for that. And there, it's just a bit too high for me to easily get the leg over that way. So, it's a bit awkward. By the way, this is cool. This bike has a feature called the flex case. So when you are parked up, you can see there's already a reasonable amount of storage here. But I think if I push that, or pull it, oh yeah, there you go. You've actually got this fabric connection to the base of this storage area, and you can actually drop that down. I hope you can see that. So extra space, I think, primarily for a crash helmet. And you can see when I get down, you can't really use this while you're riding. I could have chosen a better place to stop. But yeah, getting the leg over like that is not easy. over the back. I suppose you can do the old bend the heel towards the bum bit. No, that is not comfortable for the hip at all. So it's not the easiest thing for me to get on anyway. I suspect I would have to go back the other way, but I'm going to go that way because it looks nice. See where it takes me. Yeah. Look at that bit of road, love it. Right, slow down. With both brakes on, it slows down fairly well. Not as good as a motorbike though. Whoa, bit bouncy. Yeah, this is much more my cup of tea than the Vespa, sadly. I'm sorry, Vespa, but this is much more comfortable and capable on dual carriageways. Well, what do I think then? Well, I really like it actually. Now I know it's not cheap. I think it's around about £6,400, something like that, maybe 6,600. That's quite a lot of cash. But talking of cash, nobody pays cash nowadays. It's all PCP, it's all monthly payments. So if this is the kind of thing you want, then it's not going to cost you that much on a monthly basis. And personally, yeah, I would certainly prefer this to the GTS 300. Just feels, well, it is heavier. It is heavier. It just feels more substantial. Just makes it feel more planted on the road. Gives you a bit more confidence to get after it, if that's what you want. Downsides, yeah, this riding position, I may be a little bit more used to it now, but I just feel like my elbows are a bit too dropped. I got too much of a right angle in my arms. I'd rather have the handlebars a bit further away from me, or have the option of sitting a bit further back, and it won't let me because of the way the seat's designed. And I would like cruise control, because this bike is more than capable of doing good distances. Absolutely. Probably only limited by the size of the fuel tank, which I think is 12.8 litres, which I think is like 2.8 gallons. But having said that, 2.8 gallons at 65 miles per gallon, let's say, that's not bad. You're still going to get 150 miles ish. Quick maths, maths probably didn't work. But you can travel a decent distance at motorway speeds on this. I hope you've enjoyed this little video on the BMW C400X. And if you want to see more scooters, let me know in the comments and I'll try to accommodate you.